Will the secretary call the case, please?
Okay. Did you want to gavel in? Say what time?
Certainly. On the record.
Okay, we are starting at 1:53. All right, 1:53 p.m. Okay, so this case is EHP 032601 Visions, Great Food, Drinks, and Entertainment at 282 North Nova Road.
All right, welcome this afternoon. My name is Gary Glassman, and I am the special magistrate who will be proceeding here. The case has been called. What I'd like to do first is anybody who's not an attorney who will be testifying, please raise your right hand, and can you swear them in, Madam Secretary?
Yes, thank you. Go ahead and state your name
Kimberly Gernert.
and your affiliation.
I'm a lieutenant with the Daytona Beach Police Department.
Thank you. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
Very good. Okay, we have a special circumstance here in that the respondent is on the phone, and I want Mr. Glasser, who is his attorney, to verify that the voice we are hearing is in fact that of the respondent.
Okay, Ronald, can you just say hello?
Hello, everybody. Hello, Kimberly.
Hi.
Okay, well, that's informal.
I will verify that.
All
it
right,
is
now, we're going to proceed with the fact that the respondent is on the phone, not here, but he is represented by his attorney, David Glasser. Is that acceptable to the city?
The city has no objections.
And I would assume that it's acceptable to you, Mr. Glasser?
Yes, Magistrate.
All right. And I would assume that anything we say here regarding this proposed stipulation that will be presented will be conveyed as well again to Mr. Kendricks so that it's clear and understood by him.
That is correct.
All right. What I would like to do is, and as I've already mentioned, there is a potential settlement or stipulation in this matter, but I would call upon the city to at least just give a brief summary of what this case is about, and then we'll talk about the stipulation.
Should I swear in Mr. Kendrick or?
Yeah, if he's going to testify, sure, yeah. I don't know if he is. We're not going to take testimony, we're just going to have a summary.
Okay.
So I don't think it's necessary at this point.
Okay.
Can I just explain that to my client?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Okay, Ronald, okay, can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the city is just going to give a summary of what they say happened, why we're here in the first place. This doesn't mean we agree or we do not. We're not going to dispute, we're not going to have a hearing or a trial or anything. They're just going to summary so the magistrate understands what's going on. You understand that?
No. Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
All right, the city may proceed.
I'm going to quickly explain what we're asking for, and then I'll pass it on to my colleague to quickly give you the facts that support my request. We are here to request that the magistrate find by substantial competent evidence that this establishment presents a demonstrated danger to the health, safety, and welfare of the public, as identified in the notice that they were given, and that suspension and the the remedies that we have stipulated to be imposed. And the facts that support this request will be addressed by Lieutenant Gerner. I'll pass it off to her.
So on March 14th at approximately 0007 hours, Daytona Beach police officers observed a large group of people congregated in the parking lot at the Daytona Mall, mainly around the area where Visions is located on the back side of the property. Officers went inside the business to do a quick check of the occupancy, and when they came to the front door to speak to managers and to the security officers, they explained that the volume of people outside can't meander in the parking lot, that they are responsible for controlling the patrons in the lot. The volume of people present on the north side of the parking lot and the east side of the parking lot were present and attracted to an event that was at Visions for that evening. Once the officers assisted security in getting everybody in line, they vacated the property, and approximately 0047 hours, Officers were flagged down in reference to a person shot in the parking lot. The person had been shot in the parking lot out front on the east side of the property of the Daytona Mall. He was shot in the chest, single gunshot wound to the chest. Yes, it was spring break. However, there was an event held at Visions, which is what attracted people to come to the business due to the long line and to the volume of people trying to get in. It created a unsafe environment in the parking lot where people decided to park, drink alcohol, fight, and at some point somebody was shot in the chest.
I want to add that also the security guards, as required under our code, did not comply with the requirement to assure a lawful and orderly conduct of patrons as they arrive at the establishment during the extended hours of operation and as they depart.
Okay. All right. Now, we're not here for testimony or anything like that. It's my understanding that the city and the respondent have reached a stipulation in this matter. Is that correct, Mr. Glasser?
That is correct.
And that stipulation will cover all issues between the respondent and the city. Is that correct from you, Mr. Glasser, and then from the city?
That's correct. Just say, we're not going to go into the facts, but my client is a reputable businessman. He's willing to work with the city. He feels bad about everything that happened, and we've worked this out so this doesn't reoccur. That's really what I wanted to say.
Okay, and that's fine. I understand it. We're not going to take evidence and testimony, but I understand that your client has been helpful in this matter. And is that acceptable to the city?
Yes, we were able to work collaboratively to come to an agreement that both parties are happy with,
All right.
which has been presented to you, Your Honor.
Then, speaking of that, I would like to place the stipulation on the record, principally because I know everybody here understands it, but I do want Mr. Kendricks to understand it and hear it. Because, Mr. Kendricks, a stipulation, can you hear me okay, Mr. Kendricks?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just so that you understand,
Yes, sir.
I am the magistrate that is hearing this particular case. And I want you to understand a little bit about a stipulation. I'm not going to go into great detail. You are represented by very competent counsel, but just so that you understand, sir, the stipulation is like a contract between you and the city. And it spells out the terms that you and the city must comply with. And one of the conditions, as we will hear towards the end of the stipulation, is that if you do not comply with any of the obligations that you have under the stipulation, you're going to end up back in front of me again. And then we will be holding a hearing, and then I will have to make a decision about a violation. So it's always better for the parties to reach a stipulation, but please understand that that is a contract which must be followed by both parties. And of course, I'm
Yes, sir.
urging you.
Understood.
Okay, I'm urging you to do so. All right, could somebody, either counsel or somebody from the city, at least put on the record what the stipulation is? And Mr. Kendricks, please listen closely so that you know.
So remedy number 1 is the suspension of the extended hours permit until May 25th, 2026. That is a 60-day suspension from the day we set the original hearing.
All right? You can just go on
just
with,
keep going.
yeah,
Okay,
just
okay.
keep
I
going.
wasn't sure if you wanted to make sure.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I'll ask him at the end.
Okay. Number 2, add the following cameras and updates within the next 30 days of the order. A, cameras facing the parking lot. B, cameras outside all doors that patrons enter and exit. Have proper date and time on security camera system. And D, have security at every single door. Number 3, have an employee at the entry and exit door with a counter ensuring the business is not over capacity. Limit entry when capacity is reached to prevent any safety hazards. This is to begin immediately. Number 4, have an employee or security guard at the pass-through area between the event center and restaurant with a counter to ensure occupancy for each area remains in compliance. This is to begin immediately. Number 5, hire reputable security, even if a promoter hires security, and provide a copy of the service contract to the Daytona Beach Police Department.
They came back and they tried to call me.
Mr. Kendrick?
Yeah, I'm listening. Go ahead.
All right, please pay attention, sir. I know you may have other business, but this is very important. And I would ask you that you set aside any other business and listen closely to
Well, you
what's
guys
being...
called me at my doctor's meeting, which dealing with my diabetes and everything. So I called you in the middle of that. But go
Okay.
ahead, I'm listening.
All right, please listen closely, sir. Thank
I'll go
you.
quicker.
Yes, sir.
Number 5, hire reputable security, even if a promoter hires security, and provide a copy of service contract to the Daytona Beach Police Department within 7 days of the order, per City Code 10-3, subsection B, subsection 4, subsection C. Hired security must provide adequate security service during the extended hours of operation and until all patrons have left the premises to ensure the lawful and orderly conduct of patrons as they arrive to the establishment during the extended hours of operation and as they depart. This includes but is not limited to the parking lot. Number 6, security will be responsible for removing all patrons from inside the event center / restaurant and parking lot during bar closing. This is to begin immediately. 7, utilize metal detectors or wand on all patrons entering and re-entering to check for firearms and or weapons. This is to begin immediately. Number 8, bag sizes need to be limited to professional sports standards, 5 inches by 9 inches by 2 inches. This is to begin immediately. Number 9, all bags are to be divulged on a table to ensure weapons are not brought into the club. This is to begin immediately. Number 10, utilize ID scanners for all patrons to ensure no underage subjects enter the business and check for fake IDs. This is to be completed within 30 days of the order. Number 11, post signs outside the business pursuant to the language required in City Code 10-10. The signage is to ensure compliance with local, state, and federal law as required pursuant to City Code 10-3 subsection A, prohibiting the consumption of alcoholic beverages in or upon any parking or other area outside of the building, room, or other premises provided for in his or her license certificate, when any part of such parking or other area is adjacent to the building or premises in which the business licensed is operated. The sign's verbiage is required by City Ordinance 10-10, subsection A, as follows. Warning, drinking alcoholic beverages on this lot prohibited. $500 fine or 60 days in jail. City ordinance would be then added at that point. Within 30 days of the order, signs are to be posted and maintained a legible painted or printed sign in at least 2 separate prominent places in or on such parking or other area with sufficient light directed thereon to be visible during the hours of darkness while such place of business is open, in letters of not less than 3 inches in height as required by City Ordinance 10-10, subsection A. And 12, immediately remove from property and reject service to any patron that presents to be over intoxicated. This is to begin immediately.
All right, very good. Mr. Kendricks, I know that you're on the phone, but were you able to hear all of the
sir.
conditions? Yes, sir?
And then I would also receive a copy of all that, correct?
Oh, yes,
Yes.
your counsel will provide a copy of it to you, and I'm sure,
Okay.
again, knowing Mr. Glasser, he will spend time with you going over the conditions. But is
Yes,
there anything that you
no
didn't,
problem.
nothing that you didn't understand, sir? You're good with it all?
I just wanted to say this. My
He's
hours,
not
I
sworn.
close at 2 o'clock. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
We close at 2 o'clock, but my employees stay in there till around about 3. So
We
as long
object
as
to
it's
this
my
testimony because he hasn't been
employees-
sworn
I'm sorry,
yet.
okay, hold on, Mr. Kendricks.
He hasn't been
He
sworn
wasn't
yet.
sworn.
Okay, all right, Mr. Kendricks, we were not going to be taking testimony. We have to have you sworn in if you're going to be making
Okay.
statements. So
Yeah,
go
yeah,
ahead,
no
raise your right
problem.
hand. We'll trust that you're raising your right hand, and the
Yes,
clerk will
sir.
swear you in.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, proceed, Mr. Kendricks, with what you were saying.
Basically, I was just saying that we close at 2 a.m. My employees will still be into my place of business cleaning up and just putting away. Basically, they'll be working until 3. I just wanted to make that clear so that no one, that my employees will be working up until 3 along with security out there in the parking lot. So I just wanted to make that clear so they wouldn't think that, just people or patrons was inside the place of business.
Okay,
I just wanted to be clear on that.
is that
Because
clear?
they
to-
have to clean up, also we clean up the parking lot. And so
Okay.
we're there till about an extra an hour.
Okay, Mr. Kendricks, we understand. I'm going to ask the city if that's acceptable.
Yes, sir, that's typical of a
Yeah, we
club
don't
or
just
bar.
walk out at the
Okay.
spot with
They just
everybody
have to
else.
be, they just have to be closed. With this situation, they have to be closed at midnight until May 25th. Once that time lapses, he's
Correct.
allowed to be open till 2.
Oh, yeah.
But
Mr.
that's-
Kendricks, hold
but
on.
That's normal for any bar or nightclub to remain open, not open, have employees inside, as long as he does not allow patrons back inside.
Okay. You understand what the city said, Mr.
Understood.
Kendricks? Okay, I know council
Yes,
did, and I'm
yes,
sure,
sir.
Mr. Kendricks, let me speak. I'm sure that council will explain it to you as well. Is there anything else, Mr. Kendricks, that you want to comment on, or?
No, sir.
No, just for the record, I just wanted to state that that's not really relevant in this case, but just as a formality, I wanted an objection because it's not relevant.
Okay.
That's not something that we're finding him on.
Okay, all right, that's fine, I understand.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else from Mr. Glasser, from your standpoint?
No, I don't think so. We've gone over this extensively.
Yeah.
My client, I think he understands everything, and
Okay.
we've worked this out. I think that's,
What about from the city, anything further?
No, sir, not from me.
All right, council, you're okay?
The city has no objections.
All right, good. Mr. Kendricks, again, please understand that this is a stipulation that you must abide by. Every one of those conditions you must abide by, or you will be back in front of me, and that's not, well, I don't want to say that's not good, but that doesn't help the situation. The goal of code enforcement is compliance. We want to make sure people comply with our codes. That's the big thing about code enforcement. So if you do all these things, you won't have any problems going down the road, let's hope. So with that, if there's anything further from either the city or from the respondent,
nothing further from the respondent, Magistrate.
The city has nothing further.
all right, then I will sign the order, the stipulated order, which contains the 12 conditions on this second day of April 2026. And I will hand that to the secretary. All right, if there's nothing further, then I will adjourn this meeting. Thank you very much for being here, and thank you for your hard work in getting this matter settled.
Thank you, sir.
Nice to see you,
Thank you.
Thank you.